have always believed that a good adaptation of a story is one that deviates the most from the main text, and Vishal Bharadwaj's Haider is exactly that. It follows the basic premise of Hamlet and syncs with all the beats of the original story, but it also retains its originality, inculcating the concept of the play into Kashmir's situation in 1995. Hamlet is a metaphor for the life of the people of Kashmir. The most popular line of the play, "To be or not to be," is the line that resonates with the entire state of Kashmir that exists between curfews, in a Schrodinger's box where it sometimes is and sometimes is not. Kashmir exists between India and Pakistan, both claiming it, neither identifying with it, and a military that binds the people, both defending and fighting for them. The film barely has any overt political opinions, and it simply presents us with facts of the state and the opinions of the people that live there. Apart from the political subtext, there's also Freudian subtext that is subtle but noticeable, something that was essential to the original source of Hamlet. What's fascinating is that the Oedipus complex extends not just to Haider and his mother, but also to Kashmir and Mother India, where Khurram represents freedom, adding a whole other layer to the film. The cinematography of Haider crosses new boundaries. The white snowy scenery of Kashmir hides the dark reality that gets harsher and harsher as you feel the tension rise. Shahid Kapoor's acting is fantastic, especially in the second half after he learns of the death of his father and descends to madness. Tabu's Ghazala is one of the most complex characters in this film because you always understand her but never can predict what she'll do, right until the very end. Irfan's Rudar is clearly the coolest character in the film, and his entrance is one of the classiest in cinema history. Haider also has one of the greatest background scores of all time. Never before has any soundtrack in a film been so emotionally viable while barely outshining the visuals of the scene itself. You can watch the entire film in your head while listening to the background music because of how perfectly the music works with what's on screen. An important reason for that is because Vishal Bharadwaj is a composer himself and understands the importance of the background music not outshining the actors, while also enhancing the auditory experience. The final act of Haider is what establishes it as a masterpiece, because it builds up to it so well, it is almost expected, and yet so rewarding at the same time. The subtext of the scene is perfect, where both Haider and Khurram reach for Ghazala to save her, but neither are able to do so. In the play, Hamlet kills Claudius and then dies due to poisoning, but in this film, the ending is different. The poison here is the guilt. Haider is not actually sparing Khurram, just sentencing him to the same end that he had originally planned for his mother. It wasn't just about breaking the vicious cycle of revenge, it was also about breaking the cycle of death. When Haider realizes that Khurram and he are not so different, he realizes that killing him would mean he was killing a part of himself too. Ultimately, Haider's act of mercy is what causes blood to be spilt in Kashmir for the last time.